Hello everyone, back tuning into today's video. We're going to have a look at the cold weather coming up over the weekend and into next week. Looks like it's going to be staying cold, but quite some time to come actually. And it's a very potent sort of cold spell coming up Sunday and Monday. A real blast of very cold air coming in from the east, perhaps the coldest upper air of the winter. I'll have to go back and have a look at the upper air temperatures earlier in the winter, but certainly I don't think we had upper air temperatures quite as low as we're going to be getting this week. Of course, we're into March now, so the effect will be negated. This happening in January, we'd be looking at temperatures probably no higher than -3, -4 by day in January. But it's March, so it's not going to be that cold. But even so, temperatures probably struggling to get above freezing in many places Sunday and Monday. Now, for a gun video, I just want to talk about the advertising. I'll usually be a video ad overlaying my weather videos at GavsWeatherVids.com. Please play those videos. You'll be supporting GavsWeatherVids.com if you do that. So, starting off with the GFS ensembles, these are temperature ensembles in the upper atmosphere. The red line, of course, is, as you know by now, the seasonal average, where we should be at this time of year. All the lines at the moment are above the red line, so it is really quite mild across many parts of the country away from the north of Scotland. But over the weekend, those temperature lines, the individual members of the ensemble, plunge down well below that red line, going below -10 at 850 HPA. A lot of the members of the ensemble actually going down very close to -15. That's very cold air coming in from the east, and then we stay below average for much of next week, actually out towards the 15th, 16th of March. Only slowly after that do temperatures start to show signs of a recovery. Actually get quite a lot of scatter from around the 17th onwards. Even then, some members of the ensemble are staying very cold, but some do go a little bit milder, and my anticipation would be that we'll see a reduction of the cold and a lessening of the cold really as we go through next week, and particularly towards the end of next weekend, and beyond that into the third week of the month. Precipitation spikes show we've got a lot of rain coming up in the next day or so. Around the 9th of March, it's going to be really wet. This is for London, and many eastern and northern parts of the country will be wet, I think, at the end of the week and into the weekend. And as those temperatures start to drop, of course, we do have to be watching out on Sunday for the risk of some of that rain turning to snow. But a lot of the precipitation spikes go away as we go through this very cold period. But what we've got to look out for through the cold period, particularly Monday, is convective snow showers coming in off the North Sea. That very cold upper air runs over the North Sea. Temperature anomalies for the next week. It is going to be a cold week coming up. Temperatures below average here for the British Isles, and just about the whole of Europe as well, below average. Only the far southeast, Balkans, Greece, Turkey seeing temperature anomalies above average, but many places across the continent will be in for a cold week this week. So this is a chart for Sunday from the GFS model. The high pressure up over Iceland stretching back towards Scandinavia. That's bringing this cold air in from the east. The main area of low pressure is down to the southwest of the country, but we will have a weather front sitting across England and Wales, I think, on Sunday morning. There's precipitation being forecast by the GFS model on Sunday morning. It does look quite wet across England and Wales. With that cold easterly wind digging in, here's the upper air temperatures. -5 isotherm is digging in to that cold air. We do have to be looking out for the risk of some of that rain turning to snow. Now, the dew points are the main thing really for rain to turn to snow. Actually, this is showing that the dew points at 6 o'clock in the morning on Sunday are not really supporting snow away from Wales and the North Midlands. But if we go out beyond that, we probably do find those dew points tending to drop off. Temperatures will be cold on Sunday morning, barely above freezing, and they'll stay cold for much of the day. And that rain will gradually move away, but probably giving us a spell of sleet or snow at least on the back edge. Maybe some significant accumulations possible over the high ground of the North Midlands and Wales, but we do need to keep an eye on it. It'll soon be coming in. Sunday will soon be coming into the high resolution period of the NAE model, and I'll be able to find out much more about what's going to happen on Sunday. In any case, by the time we get through to Monday, that system will be gone to the south of the country, and then we really have opened the floodgates for this very cold easterly wind, and that wind is going to be bringing in really cold air from the east. Vis-a-vis upper air temperatures, we see -10 isotherm. That's very cold air. Has cleared just about all parts of the country, even cleared Ireland. That's very unusual to see that. Besba -15 isotherm over the North Sea, so the air will be somewhere between -10 and -15 on Monday, and that's very cold air running over the North Sea. There will be the potential with that for snow showers. Besba 510 thickness line, by the way, just coming over the North Sea, getting perilously close to the east coast as well as we go into Monday. So again, that's very, very cold air coming in from the east of the country. So we will be seeing these snow showers running down the east coast. Now, the GFS model doesn't make too much of them actually on Monday morning, but these green colours, this green colour here, green area, is snow showers coming in off the North Sea, and the model really does struggle to decide how heavy those snow showers are going to be. So again, it's going to be one to look at on the high resolution models, which will get a better handle, I think, on how extensive and how heavy those snow showers are on Monday. Temperatures on Monday morning will be very, very cold, even despite the fact it's windy, penetrating frost with temperatures below -4, -5 in many parts of the country. As we go out towards the end of Monday, we're still in that run of east to northeasterly winds across England and Wales, so it will stay bitterly cold throughout Monday. Temperatures again in the upper atmosphere well below -10 Celsius, so it will be very, very cold day on Monday. And again, we see the 528 line has cleared all parts of the country, just indicating it's going to be a really cold day. Again, we have these green colours here across the whole of England and Wales on Monday afternoon. Now, what you would look at if I had an assume is that the model is going for light snow. It could be going for light snow, but I think these are actually snow showers being pushed inland on that east to northeast wind. Again, I do have to emphasise this, we've got to wait for the high resolution models really to see how extensive, how heavy, how disruptive these snow showers could be, but my guess is they could really be quite nasty, particularly in eastern parts of the country. Again, the dew points are going to be very cold on Monday, easily supporting snow just about in all parts of the country, and temperatures staying below freezing all day in some places, -1 there for parts of Wales, down to freezing really across many parts of the country. As if it was January, with this extent of severe cold running over the country in the upper air, we would be looking at temperatures in January probably no better than -3, -4 degrees. Because it's March, it's modified a little bit, so temperatures probably staying around freezing all day, but it will depend on the sunshine. Even with these very cold upper air temperatures, if you get good sunshine, don't get too many snow showers, it is likely the temperatures will just about struggle to get above freezing, but in January it will be a very different story. Now, going out beyond this, we are going to keep it cold really for much of next week. This is the chart from the GFS model for Tuesday, still maintaining that northerly wind across the country. Just quickly running through, we see we keep this area of high pressure out to the west of the country throughout the period really. So going in towards Thursday, we're bringing low pressure down across the country. It's probably bringing a band of rain, sleet and snow down across the country. Have to watch that one. Then that clears away as we go into Friday, still maintaining that northerly wind. Still got the high pressure out to the west of the country, so yes, it's staying cold. Winds are in from a north or a northwesterly direction. As far as we go really, which is 10 days away, we keep that low pressure over the country. We keep the high pressure out to the west. It will be staying cold out to 10 days, which is Sunday the 17th of March. Finally, having a look at charts from the ECMWF, see if that model is agreeing, and again, yes it is. It's going to Tuesday. We're still maintaining that northerly wind across the country, very cold air still left across the southeast, and we keep the high pressure in the west then going out beyond that throughout next week, so it stays cold next week. The high pressure probably becoming more centred over the country, so the risk of snow eases off, but we do run the risk of some hard overnight frost, severe frost perhaps in places, and then perhaps just at the very end of the period, this is Sunday the 17th, 10 days away, we might start to introduce a milder Atlantic sort of flow, but that's very speculative, and I wouldn't want to take that too seriously. So it looks like it's staying cold for the foreseeable future, really. After the next day or so, it is quite mild at the moment, stay mild in the south tomorrow. But from the weekend onwards, it looks like it's staying cold, and it'll stay cold throughout next week then. And we do have to be looking out for the risk of some snow across the country on Sunday and Monday, which is when we've got the severest of the cold air running across the country. That's when the really cold upper air is coming across. Beyond that, although it stays cold, that air does tend to get modified somewhat next week, so it won't stay as cold as it will be on Sunday and Monday. But a pretty cold sort of period coming up, you have to say. And as I say, the risk of snow, we'll be looking at that in more detail over the next few days as that snow risk begins to come into the high resolution period of the high resolution models. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.